Everybody, I'm blind. Dave just whacked me in the eye. Oh, sorry. This is Dave and Joe Liberty Stand. Thank you so much for tuning in again.
It was an accident.
Nuh-uh, he meant to. So, anyway, I'm going to toss the ball to Dave.
No, this is Saturday.
It is.
6 days after 9/11, 15 years later.
It's the 17th of September, actually. So, and that's 6 days after.
Thank you, Joe.
So go ahead.
But anyway, no, we thought just for a personal thing, we would share what we were doing and how where were you at? What were you doing when you found out? What did you first find out? Did you hear it was a small plane that hit the building at first? Hey, what's this on the news? A small plane might have hit one of the World Trade Center buildings.
Right.
Let me get it rolling and ask you.
Okay.
At what point of the day and when did you know? And did you already know off the bat it was a terrorist attack? Did it already get escalated to that? Or
no. I was just getting ready for work. I was actually running late that day.
No.
Yes, I was. And my wife got a phone call from a friend who said, "Hey, turn on the TV." So we go in there. I walk in the family room, and she has the TV on, and there's the one tower in flames.
Right.
And,
now, at this point, are they still saying it might be a small plane?
Yeah. I mean, it was right after it hit. So,
But if you look at that hole, that's not a small plane. That's like...
Well, I think from the perspective, the shot, everything was smaller than what it looked to, Anyway, long story short, I mean, yeah, we were sitting there and watching it and listening to what they were talking about it, and
right,
yeah. So I remember that day. I mean, it's, I don't know, anyone who was old enough to remember. I think, for in our generation, in our era, that was the Pearl Harbor. That was
yeah.
That was the big.
And
big
it's
thing.
even bigger because Pearl Harbor, that wasn't even a state yet, but we.
It was the biggest terrorist attack on our soil.
Right. Well, except for the revolution.
Oh, okay.
And,
right. In modern day history,
from
maybe?
A foreign. Yeah.
From a.
Because. Yeah, we were fighting against people we were part of at that point. I mean.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, a little aside here. I just we had two civil wars, really. Okay. So, bye.
That's okay.
No, I was at work, and there was four of us there. I work at the upholstery factory, and it was me, and my boss Greg. His dad and mom started the company years ago, and it was his mom and dad and himself, and I'm like Chumley from that show on. I can't think of it.
Chumley.
Never mind, you don't know. Anyway, everybody else that's watching this
I'm
the only guy that's there that's not related.
Let me phone a
friend.
Friend.
But
yeah,
anyway, we were all there, and we were listening to the radio like we always do, and we'd listen to talk radio, and they were thinking, well, it might be a small plane. No.
So you were just listening to it on the radio.
So we're just listening to it on the
radio. It came
radio.
in on the radio.
And then, as it went on, of course, it's not a small plane. It was a airliner, It was a big jet, And
it was like an accident.
And everybody's like, well, how would this happen? How
right.
could this
it was all
happen?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how
it was
and then I remember we were listening to somebody. It was out of Indianapolis. I can't remember the guy's name, but it was Indianapolis talk show radio host who was live on the air from a guy on a cell phone that was there in New York as he was watching it.
Oh, okay.
And I heard this. I heard this man that was watching, an eyewitness to this. Oh my God, there's another plane coming. Oh my, and he watched it and he was reporting on it. Not professionally. I mean, he wasn't a professional. This is just a guy on the street.
Right, he was eyewitness.
And watched the second plane go in. And that's when everybody knew. This was
wasn't an accident.
Right.
Because up to that point, it was all like, wow, that's what an accident, you know?
Yeah,
that's what it was.
How could that possibly happen? You know?
For us, you know, we were watching it live on TV.
Well, see,
so we saw it live happen.
Where I work, it's in a big building, and upstairs are apartments.
Yeah,
you know, our shop's down below, and upstairs apartments, and it just happened at that time. My now boss, who's his dad was the boss at the time, but he's retired and sold the business to him.
Right.
So anyway, he said, "Hey, my daughter rents the apartment upstairs. Let's go up there."
Oh, so you guys?
Well, me and him did. I mean, mom and dad's. The mom and dad's.
Wow.
So Greg and I went up there, and we started watching on TV, and I'll never forget. I said, "What's? Don't do that." I said, "What's that? What's that?" And I was pointing at the screen like I'm pointing on this, only it looks like I'm just trying to poke you in the eye. But,
again.
He said, "Holy shit." Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma. But that looks like a person jumping out of the window.
Was that after the second plane?
Well, it was live. It was. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it was.
It was because I don't think anybody started jumping.
We didn't go upstairs until after the
second. Okay.
So yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it was probably the first building though, because it was just getting hot.
Right.
And but it was incredible. And you know, they didn't even know what they were showing. All they have is the camera's focused on what's going on. They don't know they're showing. I mean, they're just showing it because that's what's going on. And I'm like, look at that going down. That's a person, man. And oh man, you just never forget it.
It was amazed because I'm definitely afraid of heights. I hate heights.
Oh, me too.
I would never be able to jump out of a window like that.
No.
I would burn. I would smoke inhalation.
Right.
And I was watching a show the other day, man, and about this, and they were talking about they thought there are bombs that were set in the base of the buildings. Because one of the guys said that the buildings never would have collapsed like that.
This is the first you've heard of this?
I mean, yeah. My thought was it was always the weight from the top.
Everybody else besides Joe knows about this, and of course this is crap. And,
what? Is it crap?
Yes, it is.
Well, because people said they heard explosions.
Our own government did this, and that's why. Yeah, of course they did, because there's fuel leaking everywhere and it's puddling everywhere. And yeah,
well, but one of the engineers said that the steel wouldn't have melted like that.
How do you think you make steel into the shape that you make it into?
The melting, but not. They said that it couldn't have gotten that hot.
Do you know about
That's what they said. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, that's all crap.
It did come from the top.
Yes.
The weight from the upper. But the terrorists never thought. I don't think they knew that was going to happen, though.
No, they just knew they were going to screw things up. They didn't know how good or bad it would be.
Yeah, and they did. It was amazing. It was. Well, okay, so we're sitting there, and the second plane hits, and like you said, we knew then, and it was just like in awe, of what was happening.
Disbelief.
But
and then you hear the Pentagon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're going...
That plane that went down Pennsylvania.
And then you're going, wow, what do we got in store for the rest of the day? Because it was early. I mean... And then they canceled all flights in or out. All planes in the air can land, and that's it. Nobody's going out. And then, like you said, the Pennsylvania one.
Yeah.
And those guys are heroes. Because that was either going for the White House or the Capitol building. It was going to go for one of those two. And those guys there, Todd, the Les Roll guy, I can't remember. But all those guys on that flight.
Okay. They knew the guys
They went and they took them down. And
well, there was a movie. They made a movie on that, too.
Flight 93.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was a. I mean, I'll never forget that day, and
Every one of those
You
people
know.
that did that's got to be in heaven right now. I mean, that they did awesome work right there. You know, saving this country. I mean, if you think we're bad off now, which we are because of that day, I mean, really, the terrorists won in a big way because of how they
yeah,
brought
the
us.
result of what happened after that.
But if that flight had have been successful, we'd be 10 times worse if they had taken out the White House or the congressional
because
Capitol.
it would have hit a main artery.
the Capitol or the White House.
Yeah.
And it would have just been devastating. And I mean, the Pentagon, my goodness. I mean, well, and actually, the Twin Towers. That was the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
literally
money.
the World Trade Center.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah.
it's amazing. And if you're watching this and you're too young to know very much about it, get on your computer and look up everything you can about it.
Oh, I was watching this an hour and a half thing. It kind of portrayed some of the people that were inside the towers.
Oh,
after. It was amazing. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing yet, but I think I shared one of them on on our Facebook page. So, but we're gonna close this out, and then we'll
Yeah.
continue to discuss.
Yeah, we're gonna do as many shows as we can
Yeah.
tonight before it's too late and we gotta.
He's going to church tomorrow morning,
I'm going to church tomorrow. I don't go to church, so
and it's already getting late. So, you guys, we'll be back.
We'll be back in a minute.
Thanks for tuning in. God bless you.